What's going on YouTube? It's Bryce Effects, and today I'm going to be showing you a couple of trades that I'm currently in at the moment. So here we go. I am currently trading the Nasdaq and I'm also trading gold as well. So we are in two positions, both buy positions on gold and the Nasdaq. On the Nasdaq, currently at a 3.3R. It was originally a 2.5R, but I have moved my stops a little bit. So what I want to do now is actually move my stops a bit more, move it to about 40. And the reason why I like to move my stops with the trade is because if the price does reverse, I won't lose as much. So it's a good way to keep your risk intact. So you can see my notes that I put down for my trades. Before the trade, the overall trend is bullish, so just sticking with the trend. And during the trade is going bullish, holding on for 2.5R. So the reason why I actually got into this trade is because if we look on the daily, gold has been very bullish for a very long time now. So it makes sense to just go with the trend. Don't try to catch reversals because most of the times you're going to be wrong. Another key component to finding out your bias is actually looking at the market sentiment. So for gold, if I just scroll down to gold right here, what we can see is that 61% of people are currently short on gold and 39% are actually long. Now, the reason why I went long is because I know that majority of traders are unprofitable. So I want to do the opposite of what they're doing. If traders are going short, chances are they will get taken out. Most of the times they will be taken out is because it creates a lot of liquidity. So if traders are entering here and they're trying to short, let's just say, for example, if I go down to the 15-minute, if traders are entering where I entered and they're short, 61% of people are short, how the market makers will look at this is, okay, if 61% of people are short, we should go long because their liquidity will be a profit. So I decided to go long on this trade, and yeah, we're currently in profit at the moment. Another thing I did is we saw accumulation here and price fell to actually break below the previous daily high. It actually rejected off this previous daily high and continued to go bullish. When you pair this up with the overall trend on the daily, which is also bullish, and your time frames are all aligning going bullish, chances are price is going to continue going bullish. So that's the reason why I've entered this trade. Now for Nasdaq, as you can see on this trade, if we go on the daily, the overall trend is also going bullish. I've also wrote down my thoughts as well. So before the trade, I initially entered bearish on the trade, but saw a big rejection on the 15-minute candle and price started to reverse. So that's the reason why I exited the trade very early. Also, now on this trade, I'm actually aiming for a 2.5R. Initially, my stop was a 100 pip stop. It was about here, but I moved up to 40 pips. So trade is looking quite good at the moment. And yeah, just pretty much just following the trend. So what I will do, I'll come back to this trade in a few hours and see what this does. Okay, so we're back on the charts, and as you can see, we are nearly at TP. Now this trade on NAS 100 is on my Alpha Capital account, so this trade will hit very soon. On my top step, as you can see, the TP is slightly higher, but that's nearly at TP as well. And then if we look at gold, gold is kind of moving slow. So what we had on gold was a temporary retracement back to the entry level. But after that retracement, price started to go back bullish again. So yeah, we're just going to be patient and see how this goes. But in terms of these trades, I think both of these trades were good setups because I was patient for my setup. I didn't rush to enter the trade. And with Nasdaq, it has been bullish for the past month. So I have been taking longs. And that's really what you want to do when you trade. You don't want to try catch the top or catch the bottom of a trend. Don't try to catch reversals. You're much more likely to profit if you just simply go with the trend. Just go with the trend. And of course, eventually you will be wrong, but that's fine because at the end of the day, all that really matters is that you're patient waiting for your setup. You're going with the trend, so you're not forcing setups. And also make sure that your risk management's good as well. Alright, so we're back on NAS, and what we can see is price has just broken above the previous daily high and also is creating a market structure break. So what this tells me is that price could continue going bullish. If we pair this with the hourly and pair this with the daily, we can see that price has a very strong bias to the upside. And what we can see is that on the daily, price breaks this higher high. This would be another confirmation for me to actually hold on to this trade even longer, or most likely hold on for the whole trade, because price is very bullish at the moment. All right, so what we can see, price has currently broken above this previous high. So if I just do a line here, we can see that this wick has now broken that previous high and is continuing to break that previous high. Now, if we look on gold, we get a similar sort of price structure break. So as you can see, this candle did break this previous high. So what that tells me is the price. So that's a signal for price to continue going bullish. And a signal to look out for when reading price, if price is going bullish or bearish, is to just simply go in a higher time frame and see what direction it's going. As you can see, price is going bullish on the daily. What we also see is higher lows on the daily. Price is continuing to go bullish. Price break structure at this point here, at this candle here, breaks above it and continues to go bullish. It's very simple. These are the signals that you need to pair together in order to get high probability trades. And that's also what it's about, just waiting for those high probabilities. At the end of the day, every trade is a 50-50 trade, but you want to wait for the right market conditions. You want to wait if there's news or not, because I like to trade when there's news, not exactly when the news actually drops, but on the day of news, because that will provide a lot of volatility. Also on gold, we can see that price has broken above this previous high, and I'm going to be holding this trade for quite a while. But if we look on the higher time frames on gold, on the hour, it's bullish. It also broke above this high over here. So what that tells me is price could continue going bullish. On the daily, we see the same thing. So on the daily, price has been very much bullish. We can actually date this all the way to 16th of August. When price broke above this high, it continued to go bullish and has been going bullish ever since. So that is the key to finding high probability trades. You just want to follow the trend, wait for the right market conditions, and just be patient. If you're entering hundreds of trades a day, you're just not going to see any profit. You're better off just waiting throughout the week to see that high probability trade. Even if it's one trade a week, it's still better than doing 20 trades in a week. You have to also keep in mind, how much am I risking over the month, over the year? If I'm taking 20 trades and I'm risking 1% to make 2%, I've actually risked 20% throughout the whole week. Whereas if I just only risk 1% to make 3%, which is a higher probability trade, and I'm only taking 1 or 2 trades a week, I'm more likely to actually have those trades hit and hit TP. I'm more likely to have those trades win compared to taking loads of trades and taking loads of losses. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll come back to this trade and we'll see if it hits TP. Alright, so I'm back on the charts, and from the looks of it, it looks like price might reverse here. And price has been consolidating for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and close my position. And yeah, position closed. That is about a 3.3R. Not too bad if you ask me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'll be out on more trading videos like this one. So yeah, it's Bryce Effects and I'm out.